so first thing I'll move all these things off and we'll get ready by lightly wiping off our surface. And all my stuff out of the way. Okay. Take any old rag and just give it a nice rub. I'm not using anything but my rag just to get all the junk off. See those little spiders, creepy crawlies? Get off there, baby. Okay. You don't even really need to do this because you can paint right over the junk, really. It's not bad. Okay. Take your brush. And I would like to start on the front first. And you can see I'm going right over this old existing paint. It looks like somebody may have spray painted this. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to worry so much about that. I'm just going to give her a nice swipe over here. And you can kind of see my strokes a little bit, but that's okay. That's the beauty of it. You can kind of go in. One thing that you want to watch is for these little drippies that get right in here. When you're doing something with a little bit of like gingerbread, as I like to call it, you want to watch it so that it doesn't actually drip in there. We're giving it a nice light coat. We're not going to slop it on there. We don't want dripping. We want slop. We want to slap it on there, actually. So here I go. Slapping it. Slap, slap, slap. All right, getting into little gingerbreads there. It's going on really nice. Now, you may see, obviously, some of the color underneath. That's okay. If it was white, I might even just leave a little bit of that showing through. I'll probably give it another coat after this, which is fine. But I just want to show you how easy it is to just put it on there. Alright, we're just painting away. Just getting in there. That's a good thing about using a little bit of an angled brush is that sometimes it makes it easier to get it inside these little grooves here. But you don't have to be perfectionistic about it. It really doesn't matter. You just go. Just put it on there. Our main purpose is to get it covered. And you'll see when it starts to dry, right now it's wet, so it looks slightly shiny. When it starts to dry, it's going to give it a really, really nice, soft, chalky finish. It'll look velvety. Now, for those of you who haven't done much painting before, it is nice to give it a nice up and down stroke versus going, 5 different directions. But it really isn't going to make much of a difference once we do our distressing and the waxing and all of that. But if you're not going to distress it, you are going to want to pay a little bit more careful attention to the way that your strokes go, because you will see them a little bit. But that, like I said, that's just the beauty of chalk paint. Okay. There we go. You're going to want to let this dry before you give it another coat, because otherwise it's going to pull off some of what you've already done. You see, we have not sanded or primed or done anything to this. This is exactly the way it came to me. And so that is, once again, the beauty of chalk paint. Another thing about the paint is that it doesn't smell. So I am doing this out in my garage. It's only because of the space. I could have done this inside and it wouldn't smell up my whole house. Now, when it comes to the wax, it is a little bit smelly, but the paint itself does not smell at all. It has 0 VOCs, which is good for the environment and good for us. This piece was really rough when I got it. You can still see it's in rough condition. It's going to need a lot of love and care to get it to where I really want it to be. I'll have to add some stuff on the bottom and in here, and it came without a drawer, but once we're all done, you'll see it'll be a beautiful piece.